Hello, welcome back to this channel, or welcome to this channel. My name is Jackie and I'm obsessed with planners and journals. Today I'm here to share with you a more detailed and chatty video about my 2022 Hobonichi Weeks Mega setup. I already shared a video about the process of me setting up this planner, particularly the bullet journal section, so I will leave that video up here and down in the description box. But today I just want to go through all the spreads from this particular planner and talk to you about how I intend to use them and how I'm already using them, because I just could not wait to start this Hobonichi Weeks, and I started a week earlier. There are also a lot of fellow planner YouTuber people sharing their Hobonichi Weeks setup and how they use their Hobonichi Weeks, so I'll leave a couple of links to other channels down in the description box in case you want to see more of those videos. I would also appreciate if you subscribe to this channel. It really means a lot to me. But now let's get started. Okay, so first things first. I have here a Hobonichi Weeks Mega, and this is the peach color. It's actually a gorgeous shade of pink, and I'm really happy with this choice. But of course, I had to add a little special touch to the cover, so I just have these two stickers that came as freebies from my order from one of my favorite Etsy shops, Rock and Roadkill, and of course I will leave their link down in the description box. And I just wrote "Quote the Crow" with my label maker. Then I just added a clear Hobonichi cover on cover. I know this is the part that everybody was asking me about in the previous video, but it's just the regular Hobonichi clear cover on cover. I just added this little clasp thing. This is by Midori. I think you can even see it in here. And I got this back in 2018 when I was in Japan, so I'm not sure if you can find this exact one very easily around here, but I found a similar one, and it's called something like Belt Seal by Midori, so maybe you can find something similar. And it is just an adhesive clasp thing, so it was very easy to attach to the clear cover on cover, and now I can keep everything together. Right here before opening, I have my pen of choice, the pen I've been using the most, and the one I like especially for my on-the-go planner, or for a planner that I just want to write down things very fast without having to think much about it. And this is a Pilot Vanishing Point or Pilot Capless, depending on where you are. This is in the extra fine nib, and right here I have it inked with the Platinum Carbon ink in black, and I just love it so much. After it dries, you can even highlight it with tumbles or markers, and I've been loving using it in my Hobonichi Weeks. Okay, it's time to go through the Hobonichi Weeks. So right here I just have this bookmark. I don't even know where it's from, but I got it as a freebie from one of my many orders for this year, and I just think it goes with the vibe. Oh my god, I don't like saying that. It goes with the decorations. No. Okay, vibe. It goes with the vibe that I have going on in my Hobonichi Weeks. I don't know how else to say it, but it's just very minimal. As the year keeps going, I will probably add more things in here as this planner is being used, but for now, that's all I have. And right here, I'm hiding a little bit because I just have a post-it with my insulin values because I'm diabetic and I like to access that information very easily. So that's what I have in here. Moving on, we have my cover page for the year. And here I just wrote my word of the year using stencils. And the word I chose is desideratum, which is something like something that is needed or wanted or both, or something desired as essential. And basically for 2022, or better, starting now with the Hobonichi Weeks, I just want to balance these in a better way. I just want to manage those things, the things that I want and that I like to do, and the things that I need to work on and that I need to do. So that was my idea. I hope it makes sense. I also added here just one of those print-on stickers by Mu or MU. I don't know how to say it, but I just like the little bird. It kind of reminds me of a little crow, and you will see that I used the same one for the decoration of the beginning of the notes section. And here I just printed the meaning of the word in Tomo River paper and just glued here because it would be faster than if I was trying to write it down, and safer as well. I also printed my key and added in this little part of the calendar section just because I already know my key, but I like to think about these Hobonichi weeks as an archive as well. So if someone else is going to look at this a couple of years from now, or if I need someone to find information here for me, or if I can't remember, I like to have it here. It's like, it's also funny, like I have like a key for you to decipher my notes, so it kind of makes it feel more special. So I like having the key right there. And this calendar part I actually use a lot, and I just used to mark down conference that I'm attending as a speaker because I'm a PhD candidate, and that's really important. It's communication of science, so it's a really important part of my job, and I actually use all the 3 different calendars that they have in here. So usually what I do is I like to compare the current year with the previous year and see if I need to maybe apply for more conference and see if I can catch up, or if I'm doing really well and going to more conference than the previous year. And when I'm already set to attend a conference in the future, because sometimes those things are just planned way in advance, I just like to mark down for the following year as well. So I really go through these calendars a lot. I spent way too long trying to explain this, but I hope it makes sense. And maybe you can use in a similar way for your job or whatever you do, or even if you are a student. Then we have the index section. And the way I'm going to use this year, it's basically like a diabetes log. And I wanted to mention this in here because November is Diabetes Awareness Month. So I think it will be nice to share with you very briefly how I will use this to try and manage my condition. So basically, every single morning, I will write down here my blood sugar values when I'm fasting as soon as I wake up, because sometimes I can do that very mindless. So if I'm in range, I won't look a lot at it. And I like to think about my planner as something that will keep me more mindful of my body, my health, and my work and everything. So I think it will be a nice way. I've been doing that in my bullet journal already, but I think this spread will be perfect for that. And this way I can also track medicine if I need to take any. And here on top, I will just mark down whenever I have appointments with my diabetes team, and also my weight and measurements, and see if there is any relation. And I think it will be very useful, especially when I have an appointment. I can just bring all this information with me. Moving on, we have the monthly view, and as you can see for December, I already decorated it because I just cannot wait to start using this section. And for the first time, I'm not actually using the monthly view as a planning tool. I'm using it as kind of a place for me to journal about every single day in a very tiny way, and I think it will be fun to look back in this monthly overview. And right here in the left part, I just have a couple of trackers for medicine and for exercise, and we will see how that will hold up. Here at the bottom, I'm also planning on writing down like the highlights of that month, but we will see how I'm going to use that throughout the year. For the weekly view, I already started using this, and I already started decorating a couple of weeks in advance, but it will be basically for appointments on the left or daily bounded tasks or events, and on the right I like to keep just a running to-do list for the week. Now we are moving on to the notes section because they are the reason I decided to go with Hobonichi Weeks Mega this year, and I'm actually really excited about this setup. So for this first page, I decided not to use it as an index because I like my index to be just the same for everything, like more consistent, and this is very different from how I intend to use my index. So I just decided to do kind of this collage and write down 22. It's so strange for me to say 22, but anyhow, and I actually really like the way it turned out. And I'm using the same stickers, the same print-on stickers that I used at the beginning. So first we have my index, and I decided to leave 2 pages for that. On the left side, I will have more bullet journal related spreads, so collections, when the dailies start, when they end, when each month start and end, and just all of that. And here on the right, I will probably leave just for work related things that I need to find. I kind of like to divide that way, so it will be easier for me to find the information that I need. Next, we have my future log, and I already have a lot of things planned for the first 4 months of 2022, so I'm just skipping those pages, and I just have one of the Midori index clips right here, so I can come to this section very easily because the future log is one of the sections I use the most of any bullet journals or planners that I own. So I just have the 12 months of the year in this format because I really love the list format. So whenever I have an appointment or an event or a conference or something like that, I will come back here and write it down right away. Then when I'm planning my monthly, I will come back here to transfer that information on. And I really enjoy seeing it this way. It's more or less the same format I was using in my bullet journal, and I just want to keep using it in this way. And I just have a little calendar of each month just to visualize better, and I divided the weeks with this little trace right here and just highlighted the weekends. Next, I also have a page for events and appointments for 2023 because I know once September comes or even before, I will already have things planned for 2023, and I just need a place to drop that information down before I'm ready to transfer it to my new planner. But I decided to just do in a more concise way, so I just have the initials of the first 6 months of 2023, which is usually what I need. If I need more, I will just write down here at the bottom. Then I just have a column for when, so I can mark down the date and the time, and a column for what, so I can mark down the appointment that I already have planned. Then here on the right side of this spread, I just have my inbox, and it's in a really similar format. And if you noticed, I use this format a lot because it's what works for me. So basically, I have the initial again of the first 6 months of the year. I can do more whenever I need to. And here I just have a running basically to-do list. So I just have the initials and then a column for what. So here, for instance, I already have 2 activities that I will have to work on, but I don't know exactly when I will have to work on that. The taxes, of course, I know when they are due. So I already marked down a dot in the right month column, so I can already have that in mind. But sometimes I will have tasks for work or for my thesis that I don't really know when I will be able to work on them, but I just don't want them to get lost in my mind. So I will just drop them down right here, and then I can just cross them out once I'm done with that. Next, I have my period tracker. also very straightforward. Just have the days of the month, all the months in here, and this one I started right away in December, so I can have a record for all the periods that I'm actually using these Hobonichi weeks. And once I get my period, I will just mark down a little X on that particular date. And if you menstruate, I highly recommend you create a period tracker as well, because it's a really nice way to be, again, more mindful of your body and your health. On the right side, I just have my Happy Mail tracker, and I already have 3 purchases here from Black Friday. So basically, I just divided the page into 2 sections, and I will just write down on a just running list all the orders, and when they arrive I will mark down an X as completed as well. So very simple. The next spread is more related to my work, so I have again that very similar structure with the initial of the first 6 months of the year, actually 7 months, the first 7 months of the year. Am I saying it wrong all the way? No, okay. So this time I have the initials of the first 7 months of the year. For some reason I decided to go with 7, but that's okay. And a place for the particular project that I'm working on. So it could be a thesis chapter, an article, a conference paper, or all the other projects that we have going on in university. So I just like to visualize them in this way, so they feel less overwhelmed for me, and I can kind of control how much time I'm going to give to each of those projects depending on when they are due. And here on the right side, I actually wrote passwords, but this is basically a place for me to have my academic data. I don't leave passwords written, so don't worry about that. I just like having all the emails that I need to use for a particular thing in university or for my CVs and all of that, because every single thing has a different login and a different email, and I get confused, so I just use that to track all of that. And that's it. What you can see right here is my December setup that is not going to be included in this video right now, but I can show you my first daily pages that I left. I just decorated with very simple washi and wrote down December daily logs, and that's basically it. So we go right into the monthly view or the monthly overview and the daily logs. And then we have my 100, and I've decided to use this for all media related things. So if we watch a particular series, I will write it down here. If I read a particular book, I will write it down here, but not work related, so just fun things. And I think I don't have anything else right here. I just have more of those sticky notes in case I want to add them someplace, and my Hobonichi pencil board, and I just love this pencil board, so I just have it there, and I don't have anything else right here for now. And this is it. This is how I intend to use these Hobonichi weeks. I'm already using it. It's been almost a week since I've been using it, and I'm loving it so far. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some ideas. Let me know if you are excited to start using our Hobonichi weeks, or if you are already using it. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon. Bye bye.